An $8 trillion housing bubble burst, and home foreclosure rates skyrocketed. There's been a 41% increase in foreclosures in the United States since this time last year. And while Congress gives $700 billion to the banks and to Wall Street, you still have millions of Americans who are in danger of losing their homes. We have a condition where the banks took the money, they're hoarding the money, they aren't giving credit, they aren't helping people work out their mortgages. And so we still must act to do something about saving the homes of the American people. I've advocated that Congress pass legislation which gives our government a controlling interest in mortgage-backed securities, so then we can create workouts to help lower the principal and help people pay off their loans and stay in their homes. But we haven't done that. Instead, we've given the money to the banks. And all the while, our economy continues to collapse. It is time for Congress to act on behalf of American homeowners. It is time for Congress to act not just to stimulate the economy, but to stimulate home ownership. And so while an economic stimulus package might be in the offing, there's no real effort to relieve homeowners. While we've given $700 billion to the banks, there's no effort to save the American home. With a new administration and new Congress, now is the time for us to help keep people in their homes, stimulate the economy, rebuild America, rebuild roads, rebuild savings, rebuild investments, and rebuild home equity. It's clear this is going to cost money to prime the pump of the economy. We need to make sure that it's enough money to work. But we also need to make sure that it's smart money. We can't just keep giving money to the banks. We need to invest in America's future. We need that old-time religion of the New Deal: jobs, education, health care, and infrastructure building. That's how you get the economy going. Not pouring money into a bottomless pit in Wall Street that bails out banks who have committed fiscal misconduct. We need to protect the Americans most hurt by the foreclosure crisis. We need to keep people in their homes and force the banks to renegotiate mortgages. We have to extend jobless benefits and make sure that average Americans have what they need to make it through this crisis. We also need to come together as Americans. This is the time for communities to come together. When we work together, we can provide for our citizens and ensure that we'll come out of this crisis with a renewed economy, a renewed nation, a renewed sense of spirit.